Whoa.
You may stare, I have wondrous ankles. This is my watch post. I keep a lookout for wild animals who may be wounded or otherwise in danger. Come visit me if you ever want to learn how to commune with all of nature's creatures.
You've never been in a real apothecary, have you? This isn't some pharmacy run by mortal doctors. Careful what you touch. I work with sensitive ingredients.
I will. Promise. By the way, what exactly are you, Perry? A pixie?
I am a fairy. To call me a diminutive is an insult.
Sorry. I have a lot to learn about Ravenwood Hollow.
Now that is a fact. By the way, thank you for the honey you gave us during the summer festival. Honey makes a perfect reagent.
You're welcome. It's nice to get to know the fairy it went to.
Oh, if you ever need potion supplies, come visit me. My ingredients are the finest in Ravenwood Hollow.
I will.
What lovely smells. You have been practicing with reagents in the kitchen as well as the sanctum, I see.
So, were you born in Ravenwood Hollow?
Not at all. I grew up in a tiny town in Alaska, and my parents are decidedly human. The story of how I ended up here is quite complicated.
Oh gosh, I just love meeting new witches who grew up outside Fairhaven. You must have so many stories about the city.
People keep thinking that, but my life has been 1,000 times more exciting since moving here.
Oh my gosh! Thank you so much, Tara. These are my favorite.
Marty seems nice enough, but his boots, they look like the kind you'd buy from some downtown boutique in the city. Not a rancher's boots, you know?
Tara! Come in, come in. That smoothie looks delicious. Have some of the pie that Juliet brought. And popcorn from Sebastian. Violet, welcome.
Thanks. Hey, bud.
As I was saying, sometimes it can be helpful for us to confront the strength of our emotions. It makes us realize what actions we want to take, and what those actions are.
So, what did you think?
Being open with you all, it actually helped.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. At first I couldn't take it seriously, but after a while I was like, sure, let's talk about feelings. Tonight I realized I want to do more. About my mom disappearing. Like, maybe I should still be looking for her.
I don't know if that's what Vanessa meant.
I gotta stop at home before going to the circle. See you soon, Tara.
Thank you for taking a chance on the grief support group. That kind of thing isn't easy for a lot of people. Oh my. Keep...
Every year I get less hype for the summer festival. I'd like it more if I didn't have to hang out with Juliet and the twins. Not that there's anything wrong with them. They're just younger. Pizza! Give it! Sorry, I'll turn into a troll when I'm...
So if I use my boat to get to Ravenwood Hollow, how does everyone else get there?
A different form of transportation reveals itself to each of us over time. Mine, for example, is a funicular. And no one can see it but me.
Wow, I thought my boat was cool. Now I find out that I could have had a bullet train or a penny farthing bike.
I got a letter from an institute focused on herb lore. They want to recruit me. I love potions, but I'm not sure if that's the right move for me.
I can't believe magic schools are actually a thing.
Girl, they've been around for ages. They're also crazy expensive, so it's like, probably not a real option.
So, this boat I can use for interdimensional travel. Can you see it?
Sure can't, and I couldn't when the boat was Hazel's either. That's how it works. Honestly, you're missing out more than me. You don't get to see my magic scooter.
The past is wrapped up with the future. Understanding one unlocks the other.
It may be said by some that the Farseer speaks in riddles, but that's only because so much of magic is unknowable, and what we do know is always changing.
Oh my, look at the quality of the puff pastry. You're quite the discerning chef, Tara. So, what did you think of my speech?
It was great.
I thought you would like it.
Time for bed. Good morning, Thomas.
Not such a good morning at my farm. My well water's coming up full of mud and silt.
Oh, is it broken?
No, that means it's about to go dry. The drought has gone on too long.
Well, you're welcome to use my well if you need to.
Appreciated, but that's not going to solve the problem long term. Yours will go dry soon too, I suspect. And while you're planning for this dry spell, might want to check in with everyone in town. This has been a scorcher of a summer.
I will. Hey, thanks for giving me a heads up, Thomas.
One sip of lemonade and I remember Dad. She taught me how to... Sophia's an inspiration. She spent so much time captaining the summer festival this year.
That's all you're inspired by? Her work ethic?
I see what you're trying to do. Well, I'm not answering.
do you have the cotton yet? Thank you so much. I can let the kids have their bikes and skateboards back now.
Wait, you actually did confiscate them? They listened to you?
People always do what I tell them to do. Is that strange? Anyway, here's something for your efforts. Thanks. Emmy and Finn are quite generous with the sugar in their lemonade. I'm glad I'm the town doctor, not the dentist.
Oh, great! Now we have someone raising a bunch of animals nearby?
Hey, what's wrong with animals?
Nothing. It's just that my neighbor used to keep them.
Oh, Thomas, your basket is always such a classic single man's shopping list. Mac and cheese, yep. A peanut butter, instant noodles. It reminds me of Parker's pantry when we were first dating. He was stunned the first time I cooked him a real meal.
Well, Parker is certainly a lucky guy.
Thomas, you should go by Sophia's diner more often for some real home cooking. She seems to like you.
She say that? Well, I do like her place. She works hard to keep it going. Can't be easy all on her own. All right. Well, ladies, I need to get back to my farm.
I worry about him, living on that farm all by himself. It must get lonely.
He's never had a long-term relationship?
A few, but they flamed out years ago. And there was us. But that was back in high school. I think Thomas just struggles to get close to people, even if he likes them.
Hi, Lena. How are things going?
Oh, busy. We've ordered jugs of water from Milkwater. Everyone seems to need more than the town pipes can supply. So if you need some water, they should be coming off the ferry soon. Oh, and if you have any eggs to sell, that would be great. Marty's hardly got any lately. I can't wait until this dry spell is over.
Hi, Damon. Gosh, you must be the one person whose business is doing well in the drought.
Well, the problem with being the local watering hole is you have to have water to make beer. I've been bringing jugs of water over the ferry, but the prices keep going up. My taps may be running dry soon. I'm not sure I have the heart to tell Bruno.
Hi, Cameron. This is your first Fairhaven summer too, right?
Sure is. Come by the Consciousness Center anytime you need a break from the heat. We just installed new air conditioning. Not that air conditioning is a reason to go to a seminar, but it's not a reason, am I right?
Hi, Parker. How's it going?
Oh, fine, I guess. Hey, has Lena seemed off to you lately? Whenever I ask her if something's wrong, she just shrugs and says she's a bit tired. You see, I'm on a path to becoming a better person, a better man, and I want to improve our relationship too. But I can't if she just keeps shutting me out. I feel like she's just fine with keeping the status quo. You're a friend. What should I do?
Lena only ever says loving things about you. She's just under a lot of stress, I think.
But shouldn't I be the one to help her through that stress? I want to be there for her, but I can't if she won't talk to me and tell me what's up. I love Lena for who she is. I know she doesn't wear her heart on her sleeve all the time like I do. It's just, there are few things lonelier than feeling lonely even when you're with someone. That's all. Thanks for listening, Tara.
Hello, constituent! Faring well in the heat?
I feel like a melted candle.
Yes, well, we all must sacrifice to get through this drought together.
Oh? What are you sacrificing?
Well, you know... things. I must go. Important town business awaits.
Ooh, baking something new, Angus?
Yep. It's my little bro's favorite. I'm the middle child of 3 boys, so it was nonstop chaos growing up. But I could always get Jamie to calm down if I gave him one of these. You don't have any siblings, do you? That must have been a bit lonely growing up, no?
It was lonely sometimes, but I don't really think you need a big family. Just a close bond with the ones you love.
I've been trying to convince Francis of that. He wants kids, but I think we can be each other's family. Francis and I are both the middle child of 3-child families. Maybe that's why we're perfect for each other. We're used to being the overlooked cheese in the sandwich. I hope Francis is able to find a place for himself here, and that everyone sees just how special he truly is.
Hi, Natalia.
Oh, there. Looks like it's gonna be another scorcher today, huh? And, that brings me to a bit of bad news. My water pressure's been too low to keep my slack tub cold enough to set my pieces when I'm done working them in my forge. Of course, I can still melt your ore into ingots as you need.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know.
No worries. Hopefully this hot spell will pass soon.
I thought you said the land here was ripe for all kinds of development.
It is, but mucking around with public land won't go over well with my voters.
I'll tell you what doesn't go over well. No water for anyone, your voters included. What exactly is your plan, Mayor Soft?
What's that about development?
Oh, I was just telling Otto about my personal development plans. I came to Fairhaven to allow my soul to bloom. Just like Thoreau, as the great man said, I went to the woods because I wish to live deliciously.
I think he said deliberately, not deliciously.
Well, sure, he could have said that too.
I was just stopping by to tell Marty that Fairhaven will always provide for his livestock, even in the lean times. Tara, Marty, have a good one.
Animals are absolute sponges. You know that? I'm sure your crops are the same way. Ah, nature. So beautiful, so fearsome.
Kids must be bored already with school out. Seen Juliet round here a fair bit, but maybe she just wants a quiet place to practice her music. Still waters run deep with that one.
Hi, Giva. I hope the drought isn't messing with your instruments.
On the contrary, I couldn't have asked for anything better. This drought is isolated to Fairhaven. It isn't occurring in milkwater, which makes it perfect for research. I want to take several groundwater samples and see how much moisture remains in the soil.
That sounds like an excellent idea.
Thank you. It always cheers me up when someone confirms my intuition. That summer festival was so lovely, and you were the perfect summertide star. Of course, I might be slightly biased since you helped me move here.
Poor Otto got so seasick when he was a kid. One time we got stuck in a side sea coming back to port, and the stern was a mess, I'll tell you that. He refused to go out on the water from then on.
Cameron's influence troubles me. More and more people attend his services, which means he'll persuade them to believe that there are malcontents out to do harm to the community. We need more information. Novice, Acolyte, the time has come for both of you to learn shapeshifting. How do you feel about a feline spy mission?
Oh, yes! I see where you're going, and I like it.
Feline spy mission?
We'll learn how to turn into cats and then sneak into the consciousness center. How close is my guess?
Telepathically close. Every witch learns from Ariel how to shapeshift themselves into animals, but they must wait until they're old enough not to misuse such power. I trust both of you to treat your animal hosts with kindness.
What if I get stuck as a cat?
Now, that would be funny.
Ariel won't let you get stuck as a cat, I promise. Parker's mentioned more and more talk of rooting out the malcontents, and Cameron is often scribbling in this tiny little notebook of his. We need to know what it says. Visit Ravenwood Hollow for a transmogrification lesson. Then see if you can find an open door at the center to sneak through.
This might be going too far. We could just get intel by attending this week's service.
All of us showing up together? That would be too suspicious. Besides, we need that notebook.
Hey, I'm not bothered by this.
As long as we don't get caught.